Okay, so Shohei made his debut at spring training. Dodgers put this up yesterday on X, and I'll play it for you right here. So just throwing a little light pen, but I really want to get to the hitting because he's actually looks like he's throwing some plyo balls right there. He is throwing plyo balls right there. And I get a nice shot of his pine tar. And these are the drills right here. I want to show this and talk about it because I've gotten some behind the scenes footage of Shohei hitting, and he's always kind of doing these same drills. It's really the same drill. It's just like a walk through drill, but also with a little step behind. So if I go right here, and you can watch him, he steps behind with his left foot. And I saw him doing this last season in the cage during a Dodgers game. So he steps behind with his left foot, and that closes his hips. Then he lifts his leg, and then he makes this really pronounced move right here, where as he's moving out, he, what I call, pulls back. So he's resisting with his upper body as he strides forward, and then he hits. So I'll play it in regular speed again. Step behind, pull back, hit. Step behind, pull back, hit. And you can really see in this last one, look at this pronounced pull back move right here. Now, it's an exaggerated move. Look at how closed he gets right there. And he doesn't get this closed in a game. But he's really, in my mind, exaggerating these movements so that when he gets in the game, typically, especially if you have issues doing something, you have to really, really exaggerate in practice to get it to come out into a game. So again, I've never talked to him before, but I see him doing these drills so much where he's feeling this separation. He's feeling himself really close the lower half, right? That step behind again. So he's getting some momentum, but it's when you step behind, it kind of forces your hips to close your coil. We talk about that a lot. And now it becomes almost, we call this the Tatis drill. Maybe I'll start calling it the Shohei drill, where you lift your front foot, and then as you move out, you really feel this move out with the lower body, pull back and resist with the upper body, and now you start to turn the barrel back and you work behind the ball. You can see the barrel getting turned right there. Boom. I'll play a couple of these in slow motion for you. Here it is again. This is actually a great view right here. I get so many people asking me about grips, and if I ever show a grip where my knocking knuckles aren't lined up, people yell at me. But look at Shohei's grip. He basically has, I've showed it online where it's basically a box grip. So these knocking knuckles line up with the big knuckles. These big knuckles line up with the knocking knuckles. So that's how a lot of players, I'm not saying you have to grip the bat like that, but people will see some videos online and be like, Matt, your grip's wrong. You got to line up the knocking knuckles. I've played with so many really, really good players. You can see it here with Shohei, and there's so many other players that do the exact same thing. All right, so here you go. There's the really pronounced pullback. Shoulders are like really closing. Again, not going to do that in a game that much. And now you can see the barrel turning back right here. Boom. So I'll show this last one. And now let's look real quick at his game swing. So now, okay, how does that relate to his game swing? We'll watch his game swing. We'll play it in normal speed. Right, and now let's back it up real quick. So you see the hips, right? Watch the bottom half, the hips coiling, back pocket turning to the pitcher. Look at the upper body starting to pull back, starting the coil, right? He doesn't even take a stride. It's like a little baby stride, and now it's just that's it. It's almost like it's just a really early stride. But you can see that separation, you can see that pullback and that resistance. It's just much smaller in a game. So he practices it with these big, huge moves to get it to be able to come through in his game swing, but it happens much more subtly in the game. So I thought that was a really cool look, and I'm just really excited for spring training. I've been looking for video all over the place, and when you have one of the most talented players to ever walk the planet, I got to talk about it. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Pumped for spring training. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, share it with all your friends, all that good stuff, and we'll talk to you later.